Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm glad you're here. I'm Rita Hickman, body mind expert, shiatsu massage therapist, and my job is to help women specifically figure out how their bodies work, their body minds work, so they can avoid health issues. I've been working with a lot of women lately whose doctors have said, you need to de stress, or I'm going to take you off of work, or they have taken them off of work. Or if you don't de-stress, you're going to have a heart attack, or your kidneys are going to fail, or you got adrenal fatigue. It's been getting really overwhelming for a lot of people out there. Hey, I think my sister's on. That's awesome. Hi, Janae. So we've been talking all week about sound healing and Kathy's here too, because we've got a workshop coming up this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and today's the last day. Hey, Barbara, to register. And so I love sound healing because it's something that I'm good at, I guess. Hey, Lisa. So, because I'm someone who is very attuned to how things sound and vibrations, especially, you know what, it's more than how things sound. What matters most to me is how things feel. And what I love about music and sound healing is because I can feel the sound waves. I know those sound waves, I can feel them vibrating my body. Whether it's a great concert, with a good bass, whether it's listening to, a drum, being part of a drumming circle, all of that is really, really powerful, not just for what you're listening to and how it affects your head, but how it affects your body. Because our body will resonate, will become tuned um, to the sound that's around us. So you have to be a little mindful of what you listen to make sure that there's sounds that kind of bring your body into an alignment or an attunement that you really enjoy. So one of my favorite things is sound smudging. So I spent a lot of time involved in Native American healing, and so I'd go to a lot of conferences, I'd get together with a lot of people, I'd go to a lot of circles and talking circles and sweat lodges and things like that. And one of the things I picked up was from someone from the Iroquois Nation. Now, the Iroquois Nation, they were a number of tribes out east, and they're made up of 5 different tribes. And these tribes made up one of the first democratic unions, in the United States. And so they worked very hard at peacekeeping, at learning how to get along. In fact, their idol, their biggest idol, is the peacekeeper. And he came and he brought peace to all of the tribes because they were warring and they were cannibals, and so they've really explored ways to create happy communities. And one of the things that they would use was sound. And so I was in a circle one of these days, and most cultures they would smudge with sage or sweetgrass. And I learned a while ago that the reason we use different herbs in order to create a smoke that cleans out energy or brings in positive energy, the reason we do that is mainly how it affects us, personally. So if we light some sweetgrass, the smell is sweet. It makes us think of sweeter thoughts. It brings our energy into a sweeter space. The same thing with sage. Sage is very pungent, and because sage is pungent, it brings us to our senses. It brings us back. So it clears out negative energy. So people have used herbs and things that smell for a long time to change how people feel. And so they would smudge using herbs. And one day I'm at this circle, and it's someone who is very high up in one of the Iroquois tribes, and they brought out their flute, and I was blown away. And so they smudged the area using sound, using their flute, because if smudging is designed to change the energy of you, the people around you, the space that you're in, then you get to use other things. You don't just have to use smoke. In fact, if you're in a situation where using smoke isn't a good idea, or you don't have anything available, this is perfect. In fact, many times for me, it's a better substitute because then I don't have to worry about all of the other things that come with lighting something on fire in, a public place. And so they walked around and they played their flute, and the flute smudged the area. So I'll show you my flute, if you show me yours. This is my flute. It's named for me. It's the one who sings, or the one who heals. And it's got a bear claw on it for my clan. It's got a turtle on it because they mean a lot to me. They've got green and blue because those are my colors with my name. And it's made of ironwood. And it was made as a gift for me because of the healing work that I do. And I just love it, but I certainly don't play it often enough. So let's give you a few minutes to smudge you. I'm going to play for, about 30 seconds or so. And I just want you to let the sound sort of wash over you and let yourself be smudged, be cleansed for the morning, okay? Hey, Lisa. So, what a great way to start the morning with, huh? To get a little bit of sound, to get a little bit of smudging, and put you into a really good space before you have to start your day. We've got a lot of tools available to us. That's one of the things that bothers me the most, I guess, about a lot of healing, is we think that we only have one or two tools, whether it be medication or whether it be meditation or psychotherapy or physical therapy. And there's so many tools that we have. And the key is when we surround and fill our lives with all of these tools and we use them, then we create a life where we're constantly bringing ourselves back on track, where we're always bringing ourselves into a good space. What's one of the reasons that I do the live streams is because it gives me something that I need every day. It gives me the opportunity to connect with people, to see my friends every morning at 8:15 who come up like Kathy, who gives me a little boost for the day. Because it encourages me to add things into my life, to share the things that I know and to do them. So my practice is doing things, is having these live streams. My spiritual practice is my business. These are my practices because I'm giving to other people. It means that I'm getting in return. So I find as many different ways to give healing and positivity and beauty to the people around me and in my life and to reach out. Hey, Kristen. And the reason I do that is because it's good for me. So I want you to think about putting a practice into place that encourages you to do the things that make you feel good, that teaches other people or connects with them or helps somebody else that you love. Because every time that you give, whether it's sound healing or music or a positive frame of looking at things or coaching or whatever it may be, what you're doing is you're making sure your own well gets filled. So start putting into practices, whether it's sound healing or whether it's, touching our heart. Don't forget to do your heart brain 3 minutes a day. Whatever it may be, start surrounding yourself with it in tiny little bits, because the wider variety of tools that we have, the easier it is to stay on course, okay? You're allowed to do other things besides what you're supposed to do. because there have been tools and techniques and wisdoms that have been around for thousands of years that we just haven't realized that we have. Hey, Christine, that we haven't realized, are just as effective and just as wonderful to use, maybe a little bit more fun. So you don't have to lock yourself into a box trying to be perfect to doing the right thing. You actually get to find the things that work for you, and you'll be surprised. It's anything from making sure you take your shoes off and put your feet in the grass, to getting sunshine, to playing a little bit of the flute just for you, just so you can listen to it, to sharing what's in your heart with people who need to hear it. These things are important to put into your life, very important to put into your life. And when you start doing that in all of these little ways, that's how you stay on track. Not because you find the magic pill or the magic thing to say, but because you surround yourself with tools and people and connections that fill your well. And when you do that, then you're going to stay on track and keep moving forward. Okay? So, like, share, love, comment on other people's comments, and be a great part of this tribe, and make sure you fill your life with all of these little things that make you feel good today. Okay? So that's your homework assignment. Your homework is to do something that makes you feel good. Something that might be uniquely you, that you love. Just do it. Even if it's for a few minutes, even if you feel silly or stupid, or you don't think you have enough time, or that it won't work, it'll work. When you do stuff that makes you feel good, you feel good. That's the way it turns out. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.